All right, everybody, welcome back here. We are getting set for round number 4 out of 6 here in Lafayette, Indiana. I'm Matt Bamani. I am joined by Brad Brown, and we have kind of an interesting match here. We have black-white mid-range. I don't know a lot about this deck. What do you got, Brad, for that deck? The black-white mid-range deck.
Yeah, black-white mid-range. We thought it was tokens. We thought it was maybe smallpox, but it's not. It's just black-white good stuff. We've got 4 Field of Ruin, 3 Blitter Blossom, 4 Night's Whispers, 4 Push, a Settle the Wreckage, some Lingering Souls, a Gideon of the Trials, Elspeth Sun's Champion, Knight Errant, Ally of Zendikar. So it's almost like black-white walkers, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's very much our mid-range deck, and it's pretty interesting.
There's like 10 discard spells in this deck, right? So it might be pretty decent against this Jeskai control deck if they can stick something.
Yeah, definitely. It should be an interesting one. And honestly, there's not a ton of counter magic in the Jeskai list. It's a lot of bolts and helixes for like removing creatures. There's some logic knots and a gate, and
Look
of
at
course
this.
the cryptics.
All right, well, Lane's going to start off with the old Shock Thoughtseize. Jerry's with a pair of lands. Got 2 paths. Pretty decent hand.
No fetch though, so the Thoughtseize is actually going to fuel the logic knot here.
I'm wondering what Landon has. This hand's pretty contextual for Landon.
Based on his deck,
The paths are probably
the
awful.
paths are bad.
Yeah.
So Jerry's hand is not very good.
He's got another Thoughtseize, too. I'm probably okay with the Snap or the Logic Knot, one of those two.
Yep, I agree.
Looks good. Got Thoughtseize, got an Inquisition, I think, too. Wow. Landon hand stacked. He just needs a payoff, basically, at this point.
Yeah, he needs a threat.
Unless that's a Bitter Blossom. It might be a Bitter Blossom. So
Oh,
if he has
wow,
Bitter
that's
Blossom, he's just going to
really
dunk
good.
it.
I think you're
I
right.
think it is. What is that?
That looked like
Look
a
like
token.
a token.
Whoa.
Yeah, it looks like, he's letting the judge know now he drew a token here.
Yeah, he has a token in his deck. Probably shuffled it in on accident.
Yep.
This is one of the reasons they say if you're going to sleeve your tokens, make sure you always sleeve them in a different color.
Yeah, different color. Yep.
Sleeve. I don't know what the ruling on this would be. It's not like a magic card, you know. Like
Right.
I don't think they issue game losses for this. I think he just draws.
Drew a new card.
Yeah.
It's a Gideon, of course.
Yeah.
The payoff we were looking for. All right, yes. I'll be sure to let Landon know he should probably invest in like a white pair of sleeves, maybe.
Yeah. Hot
Maybe on theme. We'll be on theme with this deck.
Well, I suppose that's true.
Is there more spirits in there? That'd be bad. Yep, there is. Okay.
He's going through now. He's
Hey,
like,
look at that.
Well, that's an interesting thing.
That surely is.
I think he's double checking again here.
Good choice. Good choice. Yep, there's a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
more.
Quite a few.
All right, well. Well, that is a mistake you make one time, ladies and gentlemen. That is a mistake you make one time.
That is true.
He needs to shuffle it, and yeah. All right, so the Bitter Blossom is going to just happen. Is that
I
card
don't
beatable?
know how Jerry's going to beat this
That
card.
card beatable? You have like D-Sphere?
In his main board,
Nahiri?
I mean, some good cards, Electrolyze, but he's only got 1 copy. Nahiri can answer it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Search for Escanta. I'd rather be on the Bitter Blossom
Not
part.
on the same power level, I don't think.
Yeah, I'd rather be on the Bitter Blossom side of the things here.
Yeah, there's very little. There's a Wrath of God and a Supreme Verdict. I mean, that can help.
All right.
I mean, you might be able to, like, make the game go in such a way that, like, you can verdict away the fairies and then, like, burn out Landon.
So, yeah, that's kind of my thing is that's the best point. So, do you even worry about, I would say, do you even worry about, like, Thoughtseize at this point?
Probably
you know he has,
not.
You know he has double path Helix?
Yeah. And the getting in the trials actually isn't very good. We know that he has 2 paths, but it is going to ramp into that Elspeth.
Yep. All right.
And Jerry has, I mean, with these helixes, he has the potential to gain quite a bit of life.
That's fair.
And these 1/1s aren't.
Another third path deck. Oh,
Don't
boy.
think I'll be needing that one.
Serum Visions is the draw here. Go ahead and fire that one off. Yeah. Pretty safe.
See what he finds.
Another search. Great.
That's not what you want.
This is just great.
Now, one common mistake I make when I play this list is he has a search. So there is and since you're playing black-white, one of these cards, if you don't want them, should stay on top of your library.
Gotcha.
And if you... So, basically, the idea is when you use Serum Visions with search, make sure you're sequencing
Yeah, Jerry goes and put...
your scry.
He put both on top there.
It'll be interesting to see if he decides to keep the top card or not. Are you attacking with this Gideon?
Yeah, I think so. Like, even into the path. You need the extra land anyways, right? Next turn, if you hit a land, you're jamming Elspeth.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's probably...
But there is a logic knot that he knows about.
That's okay. I mean, you have a thought seize, and he has a Night's Whisper also in hand, so I think you're just
Right.
jamming. Okay.
Emblem, okay. Well, I mean, now you can't die to your Bitter Blossom.
I guess that is true.
Can we bring out Bitter Blossom? It's
Yeah,
been a
we
while
sure
since
can.
people- The big question I have is if you have a Gideon emblem, can you still make fairies?
Yeah, because I don't think you lose life, basically.
You lose 1 life
And put a 1/1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put it on.
So you don't have to pay any life or anything like
Right, there's no paying cost. I actually played a 1 of Bitter Blossom in the Legacy deck I played at the last CT. I played as a 1 of in the Grixis Delver deck instead of one of the Young Pyromancers. And this card is nuts. It's even better in Legacy, I think, where you're trying to block things like Merit Lage and
Yeah.
Baleful Strix and things like that. So, all right, Bitter Blossom at one time banned in this format, believe it or not. Too.
Yeah, I know. I definitely remember.
Why was that card banned?
I've played this card a few times. It's never.
It's about as fair a card as it gets, really, honestly. Boy.
Yeah.
Well, this either gets a Logic Knot or the Helix probably. Like, this probably gets the Logic Knot out of Jerry's hand, right?
Right, especially if.
You have to protect. All right, well.
So yeah, just Logic Knots for 1.
13 to 19. And now Jerry's hand is just real bad. It's another search. It's a path or 2.
Quite bad.
And it's this Helix is the best card, which is not saying a lot. His hand's very bad.
Jerry needs lands. Let's see, there's 5 cards in the graveyard at the moment.
That's a cryptic. Yeah, that one's bad. You should be untapped here, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you should be untapped.
Okay.
Magic Rules actually updated recently to talk about players who don't untap before, basically saying it's okay.
I
Putting
see.
it actually in the tournament rules or maybe the IPG, I can't remember which.
Oh, goodness. A Liliana,
Oh,
too?
boy.
And he has a Night's Whisper. Yeah, this game is going to get real ugly real fast.
I think, given the board state... Ooh.
I like attacking.
Oh, right. Yeah, I want to land.
Yeah, I love attacking. I love attacking here first. And just
I actually like attack first, and I want a Night's Whisper to draw
Yeah,
to.
I think so,
and
too.
Try to hit the land.
Yep.
I mean, to me, this seems worthy of a counter.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, you're not doing anything else. So I like this, too. You want to save your graveyard as much for Search for Azcanta as possible as well. So
Yeah, and he's gonna have to delve away
2 cards. Yeah.
which is a little unfortunate.
Now you just get to attack, right?
Yep.
For a bunch.
Well, the problem is this was missequenced.
Oh, he didn't.
He picked his
the
Gideon up first.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I think if he would have, waited, I think Jerry would have probably delved an extra card.
Yep, for sure. So this is the second card that Jerry left on top. Discarding a land.
Wow.
Finds a field anyways for his trouble. I mean, Jerry's still just on Helix.
Do you play the other search here? Just to put it in the yard? You know Black-White's not probably
No,
not interacting
no, I don't think
with
so.
you.
Because you can field yourself here and Helix this turn.
You cannot field.
Well, you can
yourself.
field.
Oh,
I'm saying you
sure.
can field,
Field
your opponent and go get the red source you're missing.
Yeah. Jerry does
Oh, there's no mountain in this deck?
not have a mountain.
Okay, never
That's
mind.
it.
The fielding is off the table again.
No mountain. He's actually on a
Well, now
for
look.
the most part, a light red slash.
Okay. Yeah, Jerry's down all the way down to 14 already. And Landon's at 11 from the Spitter Blossom. I'm just jamming here. I don't want to jam the Liliana.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you on the Gideon, but I kind of see the point of, you know, if he is Jeskai. I mean, we don't know that he's
You don't want to get
Jeskai.
burnt out, I guess.
You don't want to get burned out. The Gideon emblem is very relevant, and if you just keep taking Gideon up and up and up, and
You
up
can
and
never.
up, how are you ever removing it?
It's literally only the cryptic commands at that point.
Yeah.
You just put one in the bin, so.
Right. I mean, that's probably Landon's point of view.
Yeah. I just want to get the game over as fast as possible.
Yeah, and I want Elspeth to come down.
That too,
if I
yeah.
can. Yeah, we're leaving the card.
Must be good. It must be a red source. At this point, I feel like it has to be a fetch land.
It could be Supreme. Okay.
That's a cryptic command.
Cryptic, sure.
Well, this is how you die.
So Landon's like shortcutting here, and I like this. He's leaving one fairy over his Bitter Blossom to represent the one that came into this turn that can attack, and then he just puts the new one in with the other ones.
Now I have to be attacking with this, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. What changed from the black-white perspective?
Well, maybe you're like supposed to run out this Liliana before you do anything. I would have Liliana like 3 turns ago.
Yeah.
And he just drew a second one too, so I would have Liliana like 3 turns ago at least. Now, if these both bite paths.
Is there a world in which Jerry can bounce the Gideon
And kill him in one shot?
Yeah.
No, he doesn't have any red sources. The problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, this is like counterbalance Gideon here, I think. I think it's the only way you're winning the game.
But Gideon's not doing anything to you, so I don't know.
Like that's your only way to get Gideon off the table at this point.
I mean, you have.
Like, how else are you winning the game?
You have a path.
I guess, but we've shown he's shown pretty good restraint as to not.
I think he needs a combination of Supreme Verdict and Teferi to bounce the Bitter Blossom.
Yeah, that's true.
That's probably what he's out for here.
There's lots of fairy rogues on the table here.
You can see Jerry also has the Jace deck, whatever that counter is.
Yeah.
Or blue card, I guess it could be.
Are we going to attack now?
Are we zeroing finally?
We're going to attack now. It's pretty loose.
It does seem odd to
if we've waited so long. Let's see. So this cryptic is.
Are you?
Is he tapping the team here?
I mean, I would assume.
Looks like we might be tapping the team down here. That's tap 2, yep.
So Gideon is not a creature.
No.
And we were probably doing that in the beginning of combat.
Yeah. This has to be. Yeah. Now we're gonna pull the trigger on Liliana. You have a second one to discard. You have the Wrath of God, which is doing nothing. So it's probably the Wrath of God.
He needs like a. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Landon's discard is easy.
Yeah.
What do we got? We need something big here.
Yeah, he needs a lot of help.
Snap.
What does that do? So we can snap Cryptic again to spin.
I feel like he could have snap visioned.
Okay.
I don't hate that because he needs to basically find a Wrath.
So here's the deal. He can snap Cryptic this turn.
No, he can't.
Oh, he's one short now. I thought that was an untapped land in his hand. I guess. Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
If he could do that, then that would definitely have been.
Snap Cryptic would have been great. He could have put him to 6, and then he was just a couple red sources away from killing Landon at some point.
Landon didn't find a land, but had he, playing Elspeth.
Well, the Inquisition's a good rip. That forces action on the Snapcaster, basically.
This is pretty crazy.
Yeah, I think you're pretty clear to fire off the Inquisition and try and kill him this turn, right? Does he know he has 2? Does he know he has 2 paths?
Yeah, I think he saw 2 the whole time.
Okay, I didn't know if it was 1 or 2.
From the first Thoughtseize, yeah.
Yeah, I'd Inquisition first.
Well, if he takes up Lily and he Inquisitions first, he's losing his Elspeth.
Yeah, I just don't even think you do anything with Liliana this turn. I think you just like Inquisition, take his best card, and then just leave Liliana.
Sure.
So this is coming in for maybe not 6.
So Landon's making some decisions here, which I'm okay attacking with for 5 actually.
Yeah, 5's still 2-turn clock.
But I think he's almost forgetting about the one that he's leaving back.
Yeah.
And if he was afraid of anything, he should have Inquisition to see
first
what was out there.
Yeah, I agree. So we're at 6 to 8 here.
Now keep in mind, Jerry does have Search this turn.
Yep.
So it might not even be worth snapping.
Yeah, you need Supreme Verdict here, basically.
Yeah, and Landon chooses.
Yeah, he chooses to plus the
to
Liliana.
use the Lily instead.
Is that a verdict? It's like a lightning bolt.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
I mean, so now he has, if he hits an untapped land,
But he doesn't even have a red source.
he needs a red source really, really badly, obviously. But he found a red source. So now he can snap Cryptic to tap his Landon's things, right? Puts him to 7.
Yep.
He has a Bolt, and then he has a Helix.
Yes.
With the Snapcaster also to tap the
Right.
things down.
Yeah. I mean, this.
If he plays it correctly, I think he's going to win the game. Jerry is. Landon's at 7. So he can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
You're right.
so.
I think you're right. Does Lily, and he's got enough resources where Lily's.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Lily just is nonsense here.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right.
So he gets so he gets a Snapcaster, and he can tap the squad and bounce this Gideon, but the Gideon can come back down.
Oh, right.
Is the problem?
Yeah, that's a huge problem. Yeah, he's just gonna recast Gideon.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna recast Gideon. So what do we? Looks like we've targeted that.
Targeted the Cryptic.
Yep. So what do we get? He has.
It's almost too bad that Landon didn't have any cards in hand because there was a possibility where he could have done this in response to the Lily tick.
And bounced that Gideon. And they made him discard the Gideon. Yeah.
But it looks like he just went for a draw card, which I'm not sold on because a Gideon at 4 loyalty is at least a little bit more
manageable. Yeah. I agree.
10 is just far too much.
So actually, yeah, because he could have bounced the Gideon, and then he could have attacked it down with the Colonnade. I suppose is another line.
One thing that's the fairies.
The fairies are Well, the fairies are all tapped though.
But they wouldn't be next turn.
What was my thinking? I don't know what I was thinking. Something. Does he have a remand?
He just takes up on the Colonnade when it comes.
Oh,
back
that's
down.
fair. That's fair.
But there is a line I think where he takes him to 0 and then hopes to draw a Cryptic.
Okay.
If he can survive, the Helix takes him to 9. So I think there is a world.
Yeah, would only put him to 1. Yeah.
I mean, it certainly starts with a Helix. And you also need to be wary of, your mana here and, making sure that you have a card to discard to Lily that's not going to affect your game plan.
I agree.
Because, he has the Serum Visions, and your instinct is to say he should cast it because he's looking for basically a Cryptic to bounce the Gideon. Whoa.
Taking Liliana, not Landon.
I think attacking Landon was probably better. I guess Lily ults, and then that puts a wrench in your entire plan as well.
Bottoming both those. Neither of those are Supreme Verdict.
So he has a
or Wrath of God
snap and a Helix. So he can Helix this turn, snap Helix next turn. He has a bolt.
He can Helix and search this turn, right? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it looks like it.
So he can Helix and search, which isn't bad. Does Landon have a removal spell in his hand?
No, currently
it's the Elspeth.
Elspeth, yeah.
That is a Thought Seize, I think. It's either that or a Fatal Put. I can't really tell.
I think it's Thought Seize.
Oh, it's collective brutality, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good for Jerry.
Well, I mean, it's.
We have another Snapcaster.
Oh, so we're going for another snap
Cryptic?
cryptic here?
And he has the bolt.
So this is a little bit of a mistake because he left. Okay, never mind. He's bouncing.
I think we're bouncing Gideon here.
Okay.
And tapping the squad again. Landon's army.
Yeah.
So Landon's at 6. So now he has to recast this Gideon.
100%.
Or else he's just going to die.
100% needs to. Well, yeah, it needs to edict as well because if he just casts the Gideon,
it dies.
It dies to the
attacked.
snaps because it has to tick up on the colonnade.
Yeah, I agree.
I actually think thought seizing is worthwhile here.
Put you to 4. You can't die this turn, so I think it's fine.
I think he should have done it before.
Yeah.
Because now this bolt can go at the Gideon potentially.
I think the bolt's going at the Gideon. I think it has to at this point.
Yeah, I tend to agree. Oh, yeah, this is just lethal.
Yeah, it's just lethal.
Okay, so it's lethal, and here's how. So he bolts the Gideon.
Oh, he dies in his upkeep, right?
He attacks Gideon, finishes him off. Oh, no, it's...
He's at 3. He shot...
Landon.
Shot Landon,
okay.
Wow, that is weird. So he can animate the
lethal.
ravine.
No, it's...
he kills him.
It's ticked up. He ticked up
he ticked up on it?
Yeah.
Okay. Man, I keep missing that.
I know, it's... So, snap goes at Gideon.
What's going to happen?
This is an interesting...
We have no way we have another cryptic.
There was a line... No, this is... I think he's trying to activate search.
Okay.
There was a line here, I think, that Jerry had.
I think so as well. You got double bolt and helix? He just only has 1 red source.
These helixes are fine. I mean, they're going to buy him a lot of time. Or they would have. I mean,
they would have.
Now it might be too
Now I think he's
much.
dead.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like Jerry had something.
So what do we do here? He has another red source. I mean, it's a shock, though, right? It has to be a shock. He doesn't have a basic.
Wow. Oh, is that enough?
Animate. He couldn't animate colonnade.
Oh, it's enough.
Right?
If he has another red source.
He does. He has a shock lane. Yeah, he has a fetch lane. Excuse me.
So he
Gideon.
He goes to Gideon.
Yep. Down
draws
to 2.
a card.
Yep.
Fetch shocks a red source. Attacks Gideon for 2, and then helixes him.
Wow. Fetch shock and helix.
Yeah.
What a game.
So he got
or bolt
there
you.
anyway.
Yeah, or bolt you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Holy cow.
All right, so Jerry found the card that he needed off the Azcanta.
Yep.
And had just enough mana.
That is unbelievable. That was an unbelievable game. There was like a lot of back and forth. I don't know if it was the most technically played game I've ever seen, but it was good.
Yeah.
This is modern in a nutshell, Brad.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I will say this: Landon made good decisions.
Yeah.
I mean, ticking up on the colonnade with the Gideon was very smart, and I mean, it seems obvious, but it's been very important. Jerry just like chaining cryptics to tap the team was pretty insane.
So I know we had a bunch of questions, and even I missed it because there was a lot going on there. So just to bring up Gideon of the Trials one more time here. So until your next turn is what was going on. The +1. Until your next turn, prevent all damage, target permanent would deal. So Landon was ticking up on that Celestial Colonnade, which kind of made the animate and attack not align there. So
Yep.
I know I missed it, and a lot of people were asking. Why didn't Landon drain with brutality was another good question for me.
So that one's interesting too because he had an Elspeth, and he would have had to discard his Elspeth to drain.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so let's check out Landon's sideboard here, since his is kind of an interesting deck here. So he has 1 Relic of Progenitus, 2 Damping Sphere, 2 Collective Brutality, a Damnation, a Surgical Extraction, 2 Anguished Unmaking, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Ruined Halo, 2 Stony Silence. He's got a lot of tools. I think Anguished Unmaking is incredible.
It seems good. I do worry about his life total a little bit against the red bolt helix
Yeah,
deck.
I like the brutalities are great too, and the relic, and I don't think the rest in pieces are worth it here. I'm not really sure.
He has lingering souls. I probably wouldn't want rest in peace.
I don't know. You saw like multiple searches, the snapcasters. I don't know.
I probably just want relic.
Okay.
I think.
All right, and then he's probably boarding out like the Wrath of God, the Damnation, the Settle the Wreckage. That's 3 real easy ones. I don't love all of the Lilianas in this matchup. They're fine, but I don't love them.
You want all of them.
You want all of them?
Yeah.
Really?
It's one of the best cards on turn 3 against control. It's just a must answer.
It's fine.
It takes their hand away.
But you have like 9. He has like 3 Inquisition, 3 Thoughtseize, and he has 2 Brutalities in the main.
But Lily gets all of that in one card.
That's just so much for me, man. It's so much for me to handle.
I don't know. I definitely think like you take out maybe even. I think the getting in the trials honestly wasn't good.
I don't think so either. If you're never going to attack with it, what's the point?
Yeah,
honestly,
like I think he should have attacked with it a long time ago.
Yeah.
On Gary's side, we got some Rest in Pieces, Stonies, Dampening Sphere, Celestial Purge, obviously a very good one here. Dispel, maybe. Disdainful Stroke, I think is fine. Vendilion Click.
Oh, is it Staticaster makes an appearance?
Is it Staticaster?
One of my favorite cards.
Yeah. That's why Better Blossom is
That's
good.
the card I want to see.
Elspeth, Settle the Wreckage, Wear Tear. Wear Tear definitely coming in, I think, as well. The Elspeth's interesting to me. I think it's powerful. The problem is if Bitter Blossom gets out of hand,
no way.
Elspeth's not really doing much.
There's no way I'm bringing in. I don't. Maybe there's not no way, but this Nahiri's probably pretty nonsense.
Here's another way to answer Bitter Blossom. It's a little slow, but.
Oh, here we go. Bitter Blossom on turn 2 again for Landon. That's where you want to be when you're playing Bitter Blossom.
Yep. Best card in the match.
Search. This is the exact same as last game, minus the lands. Landon going down to 19. Bitter Blossom is a really, really good card.
Search in Modern has seemed too slow for me.
Oh, there's a Rest in Peace. Speaking of Search being too slow.
I almost think... man.
Do you care?
I probably just play it.
All right.
Trigger.
Get your stuff in play. Exile.
Yeah.
Search for Icecant is literally just a scry, which is fine, I think, but it's obviously not as powerful as it would be.
See if we can't get the table judge to move the exile into the camera area so we can see that since there is no more graveyards.
All right. Landon going to go down to 18 here. Overall, I think this matchup probably favors Landon, but I'm not 100% sure. Nightsource, we're looking for lands here, it looks like.
Yeah. It's a card that...
there you go. Found him.
I was always surprised to see, just because Painful Truth is a card. I mean, obviously, there's a 2-color deck, so Nightsource is better.
That is a Relic of Progenitus. Yeah, it's a Relic. See, now we found the spot where we have too many cards. I mean,
too many sideboard cards?
Relic's going to replace itself, but...
yeah. I would tap it. Would you tap it?
Sure.
Target
every time.
Target, yeah.
And they'd be like, and they'd go for it, and then I'd be like, oh, gotcha. You know how I play the game. Yeah, I assume the Relic is just going to draw a card eventually here once he's out of gas.
Yeah, I mean, anytime he finds 1 mana available, I'm sure he's going to.
All right, Landon down to 15.
Another fairy.
Yeah, Landon's really far ahead here.
Yeah, definitely.
Just found a Elspeth. He's got all kinds of stuff going on. Is that another Relic of Progenitus in his hand, too? I love Modern.
It's a 1-mana cantrip.
It is, man. It is.
Or I guess it's 2-mana cantrip.
I love it. Landon's down to 14 here. 14 and 19.
I have to be honest. It wasn't an Elspeth. It was a Gideon of the...
I think he has Elspeth as well.
Oh, wow. He's just got all the walkers.
All of them. Every single one.
Gideon the Trials has impressed me in this list because of its interaction with Bitter Blossom. But I don't know that this is the matchup for it. But there are colonnades to take up on. Why did he attack with just one?
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Probably Snapcaster Mage. Since there's no graveyards, flashing a Snapcaster Mage is like the best you're going to get with it.
Yeah. Now we're going to find our mana. We're going to draw a card. Exile all the graveyards. Down to 13 for Landon. Ticking down slowly to this Bitter Blossom.
Shambling Mints.
Bitter Blossom with Shambling Mints is a combo, too. Like, he already has a Shambling Mints in play, too.
Yeah.
So he's got to kind of get around this the Celestial Colonnade now.
Here's a Gideon. Here's a Gideon, Matt.
I mean, but he's got all these fairies that are going to get eaten alive. They're going to get blocked. That just feels bad to block when they block.
By 1 power.
Yeah, when they block.
Yeah, and like if you want to spend 5 mana to block.
Yeah, it feels great.
Yeah, it's perfectly fine by me. So this is interesting. Do you Thoughtseize or do you play your 4 mana spell?
What's the 4 mana spell he has right now?
He has Gideon Allies in a card.
No, I'm probably Thoughtseizing.
Fielding the original Shambling Man, probably. Yeah. Chose not to float mana.
He still has Settle the Wreckage in his deck. Landon does. Does he just not have enough to board out? I feel like that's the first card I would board out, besides Damnation.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. He boarded really fast, though.
That's fair.
I mean, it's possible he only wanted like 1 or 2 cards.
All right. And Jerry finds his red source this turn before turn 16 like last game, so that's a good start. Jerry's red splash is really minimal, though.
Yeah.
It's just the helixes and the bolts.
And
the one Nahiri, I suppose. Yeah.
Yep.
It's 1 Sulphur Falls, 1 Foundry. Yeah, it's fine.
2 Steam Vents.
Fetch lands make everything possible.
Yeah.
Well, he finds the Torrential Gearhulk. That's a good one.
Is it?
It's really good. It's just so it's like
5,
Ambush
6
Anaconda.
fine.
It's like Ambush Anaconda at this point.
Yeah.
I don't know how you're ever getting anything done against all these fairies, though. Lingering Souls too? It's no big deal.
Oof.
Make the emblem.
Combo.
Yeah, that's brutal.
3 mana, 2 1/1s.
And then next turn, like
yeah, I think it's just like.
I love Thoughtseize here. Just slam that Gearhulk into play that does nothing. That's good.
What do you do?
I think you're probably firing off this Lightning Helix or something. I really don't know at this point.
Seems
like
tough.
Jerry's in deep trouble.
I think he's going to deploy the 5/6.
Ugh. That's so bad against like Liliana if Landon has one, though.
It's true.
You know, I feel like I'm trying to get value out of my Helix right now to try and survive, to find whatever like a Supreme Verdict or something. Or
okay.
Cryptic Ink.
Okay.
Cryptic.
That's true. Sure.
And this Gideon's already done things.
Counter attack your team.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna slam Gideon.
Yeah, I would dunk this Gideon so fast. Boom. I probably just emblem right now.
Ooh. Yeah.
I'd probably just emblem right away.
That's fair.
Because I mean, how are you ever beating these fairy rogues? And then also it's is it lethal next turn? Because of the Shambling Vent as well?
3 + 8?
Yeah, +8. Yeah. And this might even be lethal next turn regardless.
Looks like...
Yeah, it is lethal next. It's 14 exactly, I believe.
Well, didn't he just gain 3 off the Helix? So now he's up to 17?
He's up to 17 now, yeah.
Not cool.
There's both Gideons. What are they named? Can they both be men at the same time?
It's Ally of Zendikar and Gideon,
and then
of the
Gideon of the
Trials?
Trials, so they can both attack? Wow, that is just the flavor fail.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
They're
twinsies.
I'm so unimpressed with Wizards of the Coast currently with that.
So, did Gideon not get used last turn?
No, he made the emblem this turn.
Oh, I see.
He made the emblem. So now this is crunching one of the Gideons.
I think you have to kill the ally.
Yeah, at this point, yeah. That's why I would have
Otherwise, just emblem
emblemed.
right away.
Yeah, because you're going to lose it.
But now you're making a 2-turn every turn. I agree with you. I think emblemming is probably right.
And you have a Lingering Souls in your hand, man.
This is, again, a tough spot for Jerry.
Yeah, he's in deep trouble. Whoa.
Wow.
All right, puts him to 5. I'm going to go down to 4 here. So what is... Can we survive from this?
So Bolt takes him to 1, and then he untaps and goes to 0. And then you just need to remove the Gideon.
That's it. That's all you got to do is remove Gideon.
This is a tough sell for me.
Landon is...
I think Jerry's identified, though, that this is his only route to victory.
Yeah?
Would you emblem?
With the other Gideon? Yeah. Yeah, I would have done it last turn, so I'm definitely doing it this turn. Oh, yeah. Almost certainly.
Very interesting turn here.
I'm pretty sure it's...
Is he attacking with Shambling Vent? Is he embleming?
I would. This Gideon, to me, is just Glorious Anthem to my team. I'm pretty sure is all I would do.
For me, yeah, if you emblem Gideon, and then you attack with Shambling Vent...
Looks like that's what we're doing
You
here.
go to 7?
No, we're not. Yeah, that's...
And how do you
lose from that point? Yeah, I don't think you do.
And he has a second Shambling Vent, so now that,
So that's for 7. It's going to put Jerry down to 10, it looks like. Well, yep. I think he was seeing if that token had Vigilance or something.
I think Landon's left himself open again.
Yeah, I agree with you. So now, what does Jerry do from here? What does he need?
I think he bolts Landon. That's what he does.
Well, he bolts Landon for sure. And then he's hoping his search finds
He has to
Cryptic?
find Cryptic. Yeah.
Yeah, so Landon's going to make more guys. Spirits with the Lingering Souls.
Which he didn't need.
Yeah, I just don't need any more, yeah.
I would have much rather had the 2 life.
Yeah, I think so. Bolt you, put you to 1.
All right. Does he have a Cryptic?
So if he finds a Cryptic, this game's going to be toast.
Or any way to remove the Gideon in the trials.
Yeah.
Is good enough.
If it's not Cryptic or...
Whoa.
Okay, it found it.
Whoa.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he got there again.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I think Landon could have done this a little better.
Go.
Jerry knows it. He's just waiting for it to happen. Oh, he has a second Gideon.
Oh, you're right.
He
I'm
has
sorry.
a Gideon. Yeah. He has a second Gideon. He's not dead.
We're so stupid.
He does go to 0, though. He is at 0.
You have no life. Can you die?
How can he possibly lose? Because he just replay the Gideon. What's funny...
If we would have emblemed
If
the
we would
previous
have
turn?
emblemed, we would have lost.
Well, he could have attacked him like 6 turns ago, though. Like he could have, you know what I mean? He would have killed him.
He would have also
and he would have been at more life.
Yeah.
He would have been at 5, I think, or 6, something.
Yeah.
So.
Just to throw that out there, I do think he should have emblemed.
Oh,
he should
3
have
turns ago.
With Shambling Vent, gone up, set 3 life, and had 2 Shambling Vents the next turn.
He would have attacked twice. Yeah, he would have attacked twice with Shambling Vent. He would have been at like 9 or something like that. I'd have to rewatch to be sure, but he would have been very healthy in order to survive that game.
Yeah, I can't imagine him losing from there.
All right, well, we're going to go into a third and final game. They got about 10 minutes left, and these games have been pretty long. It's just kind of the way that like these decks both play out. That Jerry's deck is very slow. It seems like Landon's deck's pretty slow also. He's also had Bitter Blossom on 2 both games.
Yeah, and that's
which is like your aggressive start.
Huge.
Yeah.
And what's funny is like it's not even really that fast of a clock.
It's not. You know, man, they're going to get going fast. They know there's 10 minutes left, so
they don't want this
I like it. They're not going to give us time to blow hard into the microphones. I'm very excited for that.
All right, so Jerry's hand looks interesting. He did bring in the Elspeth. I can see it in his hand.
I like that. That's a way to win the game, too.
Yeah.
It's a little rough when you have it in your opener against like a Thoughtseize deck, but at the same time, it's just one of your best cards, so I think you need it.
I like this. He could have played Shambling Vents, but I think if your plan is to land like a Bitter Blossom next turn,
Wow, that's good.
that seems solid. I think you have to take the Logic Knot.
It's either that or the Snapcaster. The Snapcaster is like pretty good value.
But if your plan is to land Bitter Blossom next turn,
Yeah, definitely. If that's your plan, yes, I agree. Which Jace's Spellbook card is that? Do you know which one that is?
I couldn't tell.
Man,
all these new arts.
dang it. I thought it was. I didn't know if it was like.
Did they print Spell Snare in that?
I thought so, but I don't know if he has.
I don't think he does. I think it might be. Let's try to figure it out.
Can someone buy me one of those real quick, please? It might have been Negate, honestly.
I think the only card I see
It
here
is Negate. Okay.
Yeah.
He takes the card with Jace's face on it. That's the one.
Yeah.
I wonder if I've updated that set in here. Actually, let's see if I can give us a crutch. Oh yeah. Here we go, everybody. Just check it out. Look
how beautiful this card is.
I am so smart. Look at this. I updated this, and here's Jace's face on a Negate, and he ticks it and dunks a Liliana. Whoa.
I think that's right.
You have to, yeah. Ambush Verb, and he has a Lightning Bolt here to wrap this up. To wrap up the Liliana. About as good as it's going to get there, I think.
I agree. Another Lily. But we're going to go with Elspeth Knights Errant. Makes a couple 1/1s.
Yeah. This card's very annoying.
Oh, it's just one, right?
Just one.
Okay, yeah. Yep. It's Black-White Walkers.
And he has a Liliana as well? Is that right?
Yeah, he still has a Lily, yeah.
I get rid of that Elspeth. Yep. Not doing anything with that.
Yeah. I like this attack, honestly.
Yeah, you got to get him dead, right? There's 7 minutes left.
Yeah.
Like not Liliana. Elspeth's just going to, keep making tokens. And you can jam this Liliana if you feel like it.
I never got to play Standard when this was in Standard.
Elspeth Knight Errant?
Was it good?
I don't know. Man, I played in the end of Theros, okay,
yeah,
dude?
All right.
I only played with one Elspeth, and she won every game.
Let us know. Was Elspeth amazing?
Yeah,
Elspeth.
She won every game.
Champion was amazing. God, that card was broken.
I don't know if she won every game or Elixir of Immortality won every game, but Elspeth was a masterpiece.
What's holding you back here from just playing the second Lily?
I have no idea. Like, if you get Logic Knotted, so what? Or if you get something, so what? And if you don't, the payoff is so amazing.
Right. It's like, yeah, that resolves, sadly.
Yeah, what do you do?
Bye-bye Gearhulk?
Yeah. The card you're never casting? Got it.
So far, Jerry's decisions have been, I think, good. All right, so...
Is that a Wrath of God?
There is a Wrath and a Cryptic.
I just really don't know what we're doing anymore.
So there's an interesting kind of situation here where Landon could try to get Jerry, who tries to get Landon. So if Landon draws a land, takes up Lily, he can Cryptic in response, but then Landon can pop Relic.
Yep.
And protect himself.
Yeah, that Relic's pretty good. What? Are you wrathing?
Bounce a token, draw a card?
This is not the way we win the game, just so you know.
Yeah.
It does not feel good. Although this gets to smack Liliana, I suppose. But what does that really do?
Well, yeah, I guess he has a Colonnade that
that's your
maybe
plan?
can eventually get there. Yeah.
I just animate this vent and go nuts at this point. It doesn't do anything. Whatever that is, it doesn't do anything compared to Shambling Vent.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, that's true.
It doesn't do anything. Yep. I love the Shambling Vent here.
What is this?
This is a Bitter Blossom?
Bitter Blossom?
It still doesn't do anything for me.
You don't think that's worth it? That seems worth it. Oh, no, we're just going discard. Interesting.
Honestly, I feel like we missed there because we could have popped this Relic and then seen if we draw like a land, and we could have discarded that instead of this Bitter Blossom, you know?
Yep, that's true.
I feel like we missed something there. Landon's at 22. Does Elspeth? I don't even know what Elspeth's ult does. She jumps something else, I believe.
Isn't that just her minus?
That's her minus, though, yes. Where are you, young lady? Right here. Emblem, artifacts, creatures, enchantments, and land use of indestructible. Oh, honestly, that's not very good for this matchup,
Not
really. +3/+3, and flying is pretty good, though.
On a shambling man?
Yeah,
I love
that's
it.
pretty good. Wow, we're attacking. Okie doke.
Yeah, Jerry knows this game's over, I think.
Yeah.
He's just doing what he thinks he can. Second shambling man.
Goodness. Oh, yeah, we're toast.
If Jerry
I
hits
would-
a land, the colonnades start to attack.
I would minus my Elspeth on the shambling event right now. This is 7. Yep.
Is it a minus? It's only +1. Yeah,
It's a +1. Yeah, it's
a
still
plus
pluses for
yeah.
some strange reason. That pluses still.
Yeah.
It's about 27. Is that right?
I think so.
26. 27. All right. 9 to 27.
We're on
Excuse me.
with the 3 dice plan.
Yeah, it's that when you got to that point, you know the game's going well.
Lands and spells should be good.
Dead.
Kill
Kill what?
Veil?
Liliana? What does it even do? What are we looking at over there? I mean,
Kill Veil.
if you kill Veil, I guess it's whatever. I don't know.
It's better to get a permanent off the field, I think, when you can, because if he doesn't attack it, the next turn he can't attack it and remove it.
It's true. Is that it? I'm just doing this again.
I would certainly think so.
Actually, I think I might make a knight this turn.
I mean, it represents 3 damage.
That way, if he doesn't remove it, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because if he finds a removal spell for this, like a path to exile, say, he can path. Well, I guess he can't path plus animate, right? Oh, he can path plus animate.
Yeah, he would be able to.
So I probably would have made a knight there, but that's pretty minimal.
Jerry's at 3.
Did 3, yeah.
Can he activate both Shambling Vents next turn?
Yeah, no, he's 1 short. Serum Visions. He tried to bottom that
Yeah,
card.
he's like, I really want to bottom this one.
Is that a Lingering Souls
It
too?
is,
No big deal.
Whoa.
I don't know.
Not sure I agree with that.
Because like Path to Exile still blows you out here. And
Yeah.
you could have done it in response. You could have bolted the knight.
Yeah.
There you go. Gets it done.
This way he wouldn't need to remove 2 things.
Yep.
So.
All right, well, Landon gets it done with his black-white mid-range deck. He's 4-0.
Yeah, and
probably
I think,
a lock.
I think he could have won that game 1.
I think so, too.
Played it a little different, but
Yeah, it was kind of
he got there.
yeah, it was an interesting set back and forth as we went through that game. I didn't know how Landon's deck was going to perform against. I thought it was okay because of the discard spells.
A lot of these control decks, though, struggle because they're so heavy on the bolt path helix plan.
Yeah.
They really struggle to remove planeswalkers sometimes. And if you're making a bunch of 1/1s to put them in the way, it gets even harder.
Yeah, that was going to be my point. Is I think once you're starting to make Lingering Souls tokens and Knight Ally tokens or Knight tokens or Fairy Rogues, you 1-for-1ing those is miserable.
Yes.
And unless you have like a pile of electrolyzes, it's just not really going to go your way, I don't think.
Yeah, the whole time Jerry needed to find is it Staticaster.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's a Staticaster, still a big one there,
Yeah.
big one.
Yeah.
So we're going to take like a short break. I think we're posting pairings right now for the round, so we'll be back in probably like maybe two minutes or so. So we'll be back here shortly.